They got 42 points in the fourth quarter. You guys had a nice defensive quarter in third. What happened? What did you notice from you guys defensively that changed from the third to the fourth?
I think just tendencies. We let Maxey get going, and we got to do a better job, especially on one of their better players on the floor. Got to be more attention to detail on him. We let him kind of play free a little bit, where somebody got to, make sure we can't let that happen. I don't know if we was too focused on the offensive end, but we can't just let guys come in here and just do what they want.
It felt like your guys' pace in the third helped your defense as well. Did you notice any difference in that specifically in the fourth that could have affected things, or was it mainly just the tendencies, like you said?
So what's the question?
If your guys' offensive pace in the third quarter, it felt like it helped you guys get back because they were always having to take the ball out because you guys were making the shots and playing fast. Did you notice, your pace slowed down at all in the fourth quarter, and do you think that had any impact on the defense?
Maybe. I'm not sure. I got to watch. I thought we had a good pace in the third quarter. We came up from the half, running to get up and down, make or miss, get the ball out, play with pace. Fourth quarter, maybe, we slowed down a little bit. Maybe it was a little fatigue. I don't know, first game, but we definitely want to keep our pace in the fourth quarter. I'm one of the believers that, fourth quarter, I know everybody thinks you got to slow down and everything, but why? We can keep playing fast. So we just turned the ball over too much, I think, in the fourth. That was the difference. If you're playing like that, you still got to take care of the ball. So,
Jaylen over here. Derek was saying that the last play was designed to go to you. Obviously, they couldn't get you the touch there. Just sort of, how frustrating is that to not have that opportunity at the end?
It's tough. It's tough. Definitely a winnable game for us. We had some opportunities. Even at the end, we had some opportunities that didn't go our way. It's a learning experience. This whole, is going to be a learning experience from day one. We got a bunch of new guys. We're playing a new style. I thought we played hard today. I thought I played a winnable game. We just, some crucial errors that cost us. But I'm looking forward to watching film and learning and staying with the journey. But, that happens. We got a new group that's still figuring things out. Some of these other teams and stuff have played together for a little bit more, so there's going to be some ups and downs. But I'm looking forward to just learning every day with the group, and I'm looking forward to when we get to that point where we catch our win, what that could possibly be.
And just how did you feel physically? I saw when you were on the bench that you were, kind of stretching out a little bit and doing stuff. How was the hamstring? Did you feel like you had full explosiveness?
It was fine. I thought it held up well. Definitely got to do some recovery within the first 2 weeks. Coming back from a strain, you got to make sure that you get your recovery in, because that's when the risk is at its highest. So I'm just make sure I'm focusing on my body, getting my rest, doing my recovery, and getting ready for the next game.
Jaylen, you just talked about all the new guys, and we've talked a lot about getting everybody together on the same page. Meanwhile, you're in a winnable game. You have your skill set, Derek's skill set. Where's the balance of trying to work it together, trying to get everybody together on the same page, closing out the way in a style that you guys want to play, versus I can take over here and kind of break from maybe a little bit of what you're trying to do? Is there a balance there? Is there a decision to be made there?
Maybe. Every game is going to be different. So you just got to, I guess, get a feel for it as we continue to go on. But I like the shots that we got all game. We didn't shoot the ball particularly well. And in the fourth quarter, same thing. But, I believe in my guys. We had a lot of open looks right on the numbers, and we missed them. So we looking forward to that, shooting with confidence, and we looking forward to the next one. But it happens. But it is a balance, but we'll figure out more as the season goes on.
Jaylen, you talked a lot of training camp about the characteristics you want this team to have, to be the harder playing team, to be the smarter team, to be physical. How would you evaluate, regardless of the late game execution, how would you evaluate the identity that you guys had in this game? Do you feel like it was kind of on the marker for where you want to be?
Not bad, but not good enough. Gave up too many rebounds, and we played really, I thought the third quarter, we played with that edge that we're looking for, but we got to maintain that for 4 quarters. From the rebounding standpoint, I think that's the part where we gotta really 5 guys rebounding. A bunch of balls bounce over our head and things like that, but it's a 50-50 ball every time the shot goes up. Who won it the most? And I got to get in there and get more engaged. But we got to do better on the glass because I think the offensive rebounds, we didn't have enough, and they had, a decent amount. So we got to do better.
Jaylen, for the last 10 years, you've played knowing that you have a chance to win every night. Is this team have to kind of, with building without Jason and just with so many new guys, do you kind of have to get a new confidence? Like, do you have to kind of feel better about yourselves or good about yourselves again because there's just so many new guys, you don't know what to expect? Is that got to be rebuilt? This season is obviously not going to happen now, but does it have to be built?
Yeah, we've been building it. We've been building it in training camp. And obviously, first game, very winnable game once again. And we'll learn from this. We'll learn how to close. We'll learn how to, spots where we could be better. And that's what it's about. I'm not looking for my guys to hang our head whatsoever. We just get ready for the next one. Going on the road for the first time, it's going to be a good test for our group. Being consistent, for a young player is the testament of what the NBA is about. So being able to be consistent, being able to get guys going on the road and being able to find ways to win is ultimately what it's going to come down to. So I'm looking forward to see what we're made of, and we're going to continue to learn and get better as the season goes on.
Jaylen, Joe mentioned you started on Embiid defensively. Was that something you asked for, and is that something that you would like to do in setting the tone?
Yeah, going over the last 2 years, I would guard pretty much the best player night in and night out. I would start on. No different from now.